hope you're all doing good, and today I'm going to be talking about my experience going to see the Thrash of the Titans show, which essentially consisted of bands Testament, Obituary, Destruction and Nervosa, and we went to see them at Kentish Town in London on the 11th of October, which was a Saturday. This was my second time seeing Testament and my first time seeing all the other bands. I was really excited to finally see Obituary and tick them off the list. So in this video I'm going to be going through the day, talk about the bands and show a couple of clips throughout of the gig. And yeah, I hope you go on to enjoy the video. Let's get started. So it was me and my dad for this one, and we both got the train to Kentish Town from Bedford, and it was quite cool because the actual train journey going to Kentish Town was not a problem at all, and we actually met someone on the train who actually come from Bedford as well for the gig, which is really cool, and he was a really nice dude. So we get to Kentish Town about 5:30, roughly when the doors open, so we just lined straight up and got in pretty quick. I like Kentish Town as a venue because it's quite straightforward. It's a nice little venue. There's not too much trouble there, and me and my dad both sat up in the balcony section, which is unreserved seating as well, which is another really cool thing. So yeah, then we went straight for the merch, as you do. I got the Testament Thrash of the Titans, which is pretty cool, and then on the back it's got all the tour dates there, and a pretty cool beast. I'm guessing that's designed from the Legacy album art. And I saw Johnny Mac got a really cool Obituary Cause of Death anniversary t-shirt, and I never saw them up in the upstairs bit, so I don't know whether that was just exclusive for the downstairs or not. I don't know, but I never saw that, which I was a bit disappointed because I would have definitely got one of those. And I'll just quickly show. My dad got the one with the new album on it, Parabellum artwork, and then on the back it's got the tour dates again and another sort of Legacy style beast there. Pretty cool. And he also got a really cool Obituary hat. I don't know whether this is the same as the one that Johnny Mac has been known to wear in his videos, but yeah, this is a pretty cool hat. I quite like that design, but I was just happy with a t-shirt, to be honest. And then after that we got our seats and we were ready for the first band. So first up was the all-female Brazilian thrash death metal band Nervosa, and to be honest, I'd never listened to them before. I'd heard of them and heard quite a lot of good things from some of the guys in the VC showing their stuff and talking good things about them, but I'd never really listened to them before. And for this gig I wanted to just go in blind and just see what I thought, and we were both quite impressed with them. We both thought they were really good. To me they kind of sounded a little bit like Sepultura, obviously, with a bit of Creator. They definitely had that more like melodic elements that the modern Creator has, and mixed it with like the more ferocious thrash metal sound. But they were really good. We really liked them, and I definitely would like to go and check them out a bit more now after watching them play. They were very impressive, and I didn't get a lot of footage from them. I just got one little clip, so hope you enjoy that one. Next up was the Teutonic Thrash Legends Destruction. And again, I'd never actually given them that much time before. I've been quite behind on the German thrash scene. Been slowly catching up though, but I really wanted to give a listen to Destruction. I've been wanting to get into them for a while, so week prior to the gig I was just listening to nothing but Destruction. I really enjoyed their early stuff. Eternal Devastation and Release from Agony I thought were excellent, and they were really good. They did a really nice set of, you know, a bit of old stuff and a little bit of newer stuff from their new album, which I also listened to as well, and I really like that one as well. Yeah, Destruction were great, and they put on a really good show. We really enjoyed them, and definitely would like to check out more of them. Then it was the turn of Obituary, and honestly, Obituary was the main reason why we wanted to go. Obviously Testament as well, but we really wanted to go and see Obituary after missing out on them all them years ago in 2018, when we went to see them play with Slayer at Wembley, and it was a whole mess, and we didn't even get in to see them because of the whole stewarding people on the door. It was an absolute disaster. So, and obviously until now we never really got a proper opportunity to see them in a, you know, good venue with other decent bands. So, you know, as soon as this came up, and me and my dad were both like, yes, this is a 100,000,000% yes, and we've got to do this. So yes, I'm finally been able to see them, and they were absolutely brilliant, as you would expect. They did a really good set. They played majority Cause of Death, but it's their best album. It's my favourite album of theirs, so I didn't have a problem with them playing like 80% of the set was Cause of Death. They did a couple of others from their... they did one from the new album, they did a couple from the previous one. They opened with Redneck Stomp, as they always do. But yeah, Obituary, just the whole vibe of them, you know, of their whole set was just, it was just fantastic. It was just really awesome to be part of. And they were probably my favourite band on the night, to be honest. I think they just absolutely set the tone for the whole night, to be honest. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Up last, the main headliner, Testament. And as I said before, this is my second time seeing Testament. After they headlined in 2020, The Bass Strikes Back, also at Kentish Town, which was quite funny in a way, like 5 years apart, but we both, you know, both times at the same gig, at the same venue. And they were really good, you know. Testament, you know, they always put on a really good performance. And it was interesting, the set they played. A lot of the regulars in the set, they didn't play. They pretty much did something off almost every album. I think the only albums they didn't do anything off was Demonic and Souls of Black and Brotherhood of the Snake. I think they did at least one song off everything else, which was quite cool. And obviously they played quite a few songs that they haven't played in a while as well, which was quite cool. They even put in a couple of ballads, such as Trail of Tears and Return to Serenity as well. So yeah, it was an interesting set, and it was a completely different set to what we saw 5 years ago as well, because obviously with that one they played pretty much, you know, stuff that you'd expect them to play, but this time they played a completely different set, and I really like that. You know, it was cool seeing them play songs that they don't play too often. And yeah, everybody put in a great performance. It was really awesome to see Alex again, because Alex is one of my favourite guitarists. Definitely one of my favourite shredders. Yeah, and the new guy on the drums was absolutely brilliant as well. Yeah, Chuck was great on the vocals, and yeah, it rounded off a really, really good night. And then just to close, I'm just going to end with like the end of the night, exiting the venue. It was very strange because we actually met up with that same guy that we saw as we were coming into the venue. It was very, very odd. It was like we went our separate ways, and then as we come out again, it was like the same dude again, which was quite funny. But in a way, it was a good thing that we met up with that guy again, because the train home was absolutely dreadful. I don't know what happened, but like there was a points failure, so we had to make changes and try and get to St Pancras, which we eventually did. The train home was dreadful because it was literally like we were stuck in a blooming tube, even though it was just the normal train. And we eventually got home at 1:30 in the morning. It was a long one, but you know, that was the only real sour thing on the night. The rest of the night was absolutely fantastic, and we can kind of look back at it now as like it was an experience. And then after that we did it all again the week later, seeing Killswitch Engage, and if you want, I'll do a review of that one as well, because that was another really, really great gig. 2 in a week, which is very unheard of for me, but yeah, we did 2 in a week, travelling down to London twice. So yeah, if you want to see that, I'll do a video of that one as well. And yeah, if you got this far, thanks ever so much for watching. I'll now leave you with some clips from the Testament gig. Until the next time, keep it metal.